Another
Yeah,
reason why I switched everything to OBS.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, I've got both, because Streamlabs the other day was like refusing to pick up anything.
Yeah.
Properly, like Discord, it was like, no, sorry, Discord is not a window that exists.
Yeah. I have my OBS. The regular OBS is set with different overlays and all that kind of jazz, and it also is like prepared if I decide to stream like to YouTube or Facebook gaming. Because I don't want to bring this lovely thing known as Fortnite on my main channel anymore.
A lovely thing. Oh, generous.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Funny thing is that it like downloads the update that slowly, and I do have a gigabit internet. Oh god.
Fair play.
That's better.
One change and now I'm using this bad boy.
Oh, what?
Oh boy. What
Was that noise?
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that sounds terrifying.
Dom, can you speak just to make sure that was the mic being plugged in? Oh my god, what's happening to it?
God.
I think it got
Yeah.
wire loose. There's a lot of static.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Glad it's not just me.
Yeah.
This is why I have the pre-stream nonsense and people just tune into the channel and just sit there in the void.
Yeah. Also, I can actually use this time to go to Twitter and pick up like tags, which I can use.
Indeed. I'm just doing the usual social media rigmarole. So we got that one, we got that one. There's only two real things I need to keep track of. Oh, by the way, I'm actually going to try and keep proper notes this time for the campaign. Not do everything off of memory.
Yeah, like not like DM's jumbled notes kind of deal.
And Hoblin, the sexy goblin?
Yeah.
I
just
say
a
try. I
random
mean,
note.
it's the same notepad that the last campaign was in. I literally just took it out. There's like half the notepad left.
Oh.
Yeah.
The last thing
How
that was
am I
in
now?
there was session. Oh, hello. That sounds like a Dom.
Yay.
Oh wow, he sounds nice and clear. He sounds radio ready.
Lovely. I think it was because I opened up OBS to double check what cable I use in virtual cable to be my microphone.
Yeah.
Because I run a virtual cable through a piece of software in order to make my voice fan nice little bit more crispy.
Yeah, like I have I think it's like VB cable, which I use to route my sounds through.
Yeah.
So it sounds nice and proper.
Voice meter banana. Love it.
No.
I myself can't stand voice meter banana, but if you like it and can use it properly, go for it.
I like the idea of voice meter banana, and it's just a banana. As
Yeah.
opposed to the regular voice
Yeah.
meter.
Just plug your microphone into a banana.
Have a banana.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I need to do this as well and grab that link and drop it into this voice channel. So then in that way, you guys all have the link to the Roll20 setup I've got.
Wow.
Yes. Wow.
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 Tales of Fumbles and Elves, I say.
Yes. I've got to think of a standard title.
Who
So
was
it's just
running the
like,
camera?
I need something catchy so I know it's mine. Tales of Fumbles and Elves, that'll do.
Nice.
I was gonna say we
Yeah, considering we
Sure.
could spend most of this new campaign on Elven homeland territory. Why not?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
I was going to
Unless
say,
we
it'll have a
decide
completely
to
different meaning if it
sail
was
away.
Fimbles and Elves.
Okay, and the other thing I need to do is get some music going.
Yes.
Do I want to update VLC? No, I don't. Because it never sticks.
I also noticed one little difference. I think Coca-Cola is like a little bit too sweet for my taste, but Pepsi works pretty nicely.
It's weird because it's like a different sugar syrup mix.
Yeah.
But I've never been a fan of Pepsi. Pepsi tastes too weak. I can't get all the flavour out of it.
No,
Coke's
I
fairly
prefer
baseline.
Pepsi.
I love Dr. Pepper though.
Yeah, Dr.
Dr.
yeah.
Pepper
Yeah.
is really good.
Dr.
That's why I
Pepper,
prefer Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper is the bane of my life.
I also stick with Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper more here because now with the sugar tax being a thing, of course, all the Coke bottles are now have shrunk in size, but the prices remain the same. Dr. Pepper, I think, is one of the few that's like, no, we're still sticking at 2 litre bottles.
Yeah.
The price goes up, but let's face it, with you buying 2 litres, you do not buy your Coke in 1 1/4.
Yeah. No,
I'm
it's the
sorry.
point that they were all making with the diabetics when the sugar tax came in, because it was always guideline that if you have a hyper, if you find a diabetic person, you give them a quarter of a bottle of Lucozade. And that's the same for paramedics as well. But now with the sugar tax, you now have to give a person half a bottle or a full bottle of Lucozade. And getting an unconscious person or nearly unconscious person to drink a full bottle of Lucozade is not an easy task.
Yeah, it's definitely
To
not.
get them to drink a litre bottle of something.
I've just had this image now. You know in Hercules when they force feed him the poison to
Yeah.
take away his godlyhood. That's all I can
Oh.
think of.
But that was also my point as well, because I was having a hypo once and I couldn't see what I was buying. And I was trying to pick stuff up and that. They made the bloody Coke, they made all the bottles the same colour, so there's no difference between sugar-free and like normal sugar ones as well.
In Lucozade, yeah, that's always been a problem.
Yeah, same with Coca-Cola, because they've gone back to making them everything red and then the colour band at the top a different colour, depending on whether they're sugar-free or not.
I prefer it when it's block colour. Anyway, shall we get on with some D&D this evening?
Yes.
Whilst there isn't a
ranting.
lot to go through, it might be a good chance to start. So, hi everybody, welcome to Tales of... I was about to say Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, but it might not just be that anymore. Because the campaign title on Roll20 is Tales of Fumbles and Elves. But anyways,
Elven
here's a little
land.
Tales of Gaming Addiction where we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Pass.
Apologies in advance for everything looking a bit jankier than normal. Only because my brain was like, oh, we can try this and we can try this. And then before I realised it, Monday was upon me.
Yes.
We're still moving in.
It's not so much we're still moving in, we're still building the set.
That's it.
Thanks to COVID restrictions, everyone's had to stay 6 feet apart. It's very hard to build a 3-foot set with 6 feet apart.
Now, is that 6 feet in real life or 6 feet in game?
Yeah, we've got to build
Oof.
everything 1 square at a time. away, disinfect it, come back. So yeah, welcome to what we could technically call session 0 for the new campaign.
Yeah.
So for those that missed the last stream and everything else, we wrapped up our last campaign. The heroes of the human caliphate did not die. Damn
Well,
it!
Gardex died, but
Maybe
Yeah.
Kind of.
it's sort of in that grey area.
Yep.
yeah.
Very grey.
But with that done, we decided, you know what, now's a good time to start rolling up characters for the new campaign. So everyone has begun rolling up the new characters. I think there's only a couple of bits to go for some people.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I need to double check myself on, because I know there's some. I know Foxy wants to go over a couple of bits.
Yes.
Are you going to remember that promise you made about being a dark elf or something?
I am going to be Leonin, so no.
Damn.
Yeah, Foxy's still
So
being
much fluff.
Foxy's being a fairy. He's taking it to an extra degree and having a massive mane.
Yes.
First I was a furry. Now I'm fabulous.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, with,
We're getting the band back together.
like
Yeah.
lion's mane just being so silky soft and just flowing in the wind.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
My world's
you mean
terrible.
if you think about like the episode of Simpsons where there is the David Copperfield?
Oh god.
Yeah, like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Oh.
So anyway, so Foxy, the one thing we need to get done for your character,
Yes.
I believe, is the background and the equipment.
Yes, I do believe so. Just a moment, I will be going over my character. So, it's
Whilst
well
you do that, I'm going to go into the campaign thing and give everybody that's on the Roll20 game right now their character sheets.
I was gonna say, where's the link?
It's in the chat. Dungeons
It
and
is,
Dragons
yeah.
chat.
Oh, okay.
You know, the chat.
Our little private chat.
yes. So, wait a minute. That's so I have those things
Oh boy,
are fine,
Yay.
and
I'm gold.
Okay, so
yeah,
Dom's
I
now
think
got his. Go on.
yeah, I think yeah, it's like it literally needs like or like background and
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
background
pretty
and
much
equipment.
it.
Yeah, it's just the background and equipment we need to do for you.
Yeah.
So might as well let you. You alright doing that while you're lonesome? For a sec, whilst I just make all these character sheets and jam them in.
Yeah. I think I'll go with a little funny part, and I actually by the way, I noticed just one thing, and it needs to be fixed because my stream deck isn't on. So
Not the stream deck.
yeah. Being
Right,
weird again.
That's Tashi.
There we go.
Ready?
Yes.
So let's. I think I'll with personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws. I think I'll just roll the die and see what happens.
Okie dokes then. Right, this can make things interesting.
Yes. So
Only
let's
because,
see.
so I was saying this to Tasha earlier,
Mm.
because of how Roll20 works with its compendium, I don't have access to all the books in Roll20.
Right.
So
So
obviously,
one-
D&D Beyond, I have all the books available. Roll20, I've only got select few because I'm not paying for the book 3 times.
They remind
Yeah.
you to do a bit of copy and
Some
pasting.
people may have features or abilities not available to them.
Yeah.
So Christy, I know the Warlock is there, but you can't be Pact of the Genie, although we can force that in.
Strange.
And then for Foxy, yes, you can be the Samurai because the class is available, but your race of Leonin isn't because that's in Mythic Odyssey of Theros.
Yeah.
But again, we can force that in because we
Yes.
can say like you're a custom class, well, custom race rather, and we just put in all the necessary bits.
Yes.
Because thankfully, so changing over the sheets as well. So the old ones were the shaped ones, so they look like the actual character sheets. These are now the officially supported ones, but I've modified the in-game stuff. So now if you do like, I roll my short sword attack, it will roll both attack and damage all in one go.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
cool.
And it will also happily keep track of all your spells, and every time we level up, it's just a case of hit the level up button, do the steps, saves, done.
Yeah.
Or if you guys would like to, as an alternative, because I know Foxy would probably appreciate it more, there is the plugin you can get called Beyond 20.
I already have it.
Yeah. And that will literally pull the data from D&D Beyond and throw it at Roll20 to roll it.
Yeah.
Which I'm also happy
So-
for, because why not? We've got all the stuff on D&D Beyond, Roll20 is just the virtual tabletop. All we need really is a token to tie you to.
I'm actually just wondering a
So
little
1, 2,
bit
3, 4. Let's put in Zopper.
what should be my alignment?
Well, how do you see your wandering a dude?
So my wandering alone.
Do you live by a code of honor?
Basically, the code of honor for myself and anyone who is willing to follow it, but not being entirely law-abiding. But can be the good guy, but can also do like the bad things if needed.
Lawful
So it's,
neutral?
Yeah, I was about to say, since you have a code, you're certainly lawful, because you don't.
Yeah.
You're not like being Lex Luthor evil and stealing candy from babies, but equally it's like, no, I'm going to murder this man because he has broken the law and the penalty is death. So certainly lawful neutral sounds about right.
Yeah.
So that's, where was our characters? Khan, Ragesh, Shizuka, Zoppa, and lastly I need to add in Sonya. For a player who is not here at present.
I think I also go with like a modest lifestyle.
Yeah, modest is kind of the default.
Yeah.
So the lifestyle choice is more like if you were always resting in inns and things like that. It's like that would be your default pay. But it might turn
Yeah.
out like you guys start moving around a lot, so that's not really relevant.
Yeah. By the way, what was the color of the eyes in the token?
I believe you just got yellow cat's eyes.
Yeah.
Let me throw up the hero forge thing. Yes, yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow cat's eyes made you very lion-like.
Yes. Skin is like light brownish.
Yeah. Tan, khaki.
Actually, I could use like sandy.
All works, all good. And I can go across to there then. The other thing as well is now I can look back over the stream and be like, yes. So if I were to do the new overlay, then I can set it up for 5, 6, whatever, and actually have some room to work with. Which actually be
What
kind of
was
cool. Because now
the
everyone can have their...
normal age for Leonin? And like normal weight?
Right, so this is where we can actually have some fun. Give me a sec. Well, it'll be Leonin details. So, age-wise, Leonin basically of the same rate as humans.
Okay, so I think I'll go with like 35. Because not being that old, but not that young either. Of course. That. And weight could. How about like weight and height?
Right, so you can have some fun with this if you like. So Leonin are typically over 6 feet to well over 7. But if you want, you can do this on a randomizer.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to roll for me, please, 2d10. And this will be how many inches we add to your like minimum height.
Yes. Just a moment. So do the 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can do, Dom. Yeah, I think your like race and wizard selection is like already. I've got the books for that.
Oh wow!
So you can use the character mod to like straight up and go.
Wow, my character is a tall one.
Yeah. Well, you say that. That's another 13 inches. So that's what, 2 feet. See, you stand at 7 feet, 7 inches.
Yes.
Tall lion boy. I'm going to have to edit your model now. Give me a second. Body measurements. I like the fact that Hero Forge is now added in the option to sort of say like the character's height is this. Relative to
how about the weight? Because
okay, so your weight is again you can randomize it because it would be like your standard human weights.
Yeah.
So if you want to randomize it, roll me 2d6. And tell me what
6.
you get.
7.
Oh, interesting. And then you got 13, so I need a calculator for this bit. This may be a fat lion.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
Or really hyper muscular lion.
Actually, not that bad. All in all, you weigh 271 pounds.
That's not actually that much for 7'7" lion.
No. So for those wondering, basically the Leonian have a base weight of 180, and then you add 2d6, multiply that result by what he got on that 2d10 earlier. That gives you your base weight.
Yes.
So the little lion weighs 271 pounds.
And is 7'7" tall.
I feel
So
like
not
I need
that
to do a
little.
wrestling announcer. And in the red corner, weighing in at 270 pounds. So yeah, I believe that is Relgash all done. Oh, and the equipment, but the equipment is literally a this or that pick.
Yeah.
Which is rather handy for
So-
you, because since you're going to your building, it'd be like, I'm going to take 2 short swords and more melee weapons that I can physically carry.
Yes.
So, whilst we're doing that, I'm going to hop across to another character, which I think will be Christie's.
Oh. Dang it. It doesn't actually let me roll the personality traits.
Really? I'm amazed it doesn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Like, I click random and it.
It just throws those up. That's interesting. Let me see what I can do. Edit.
Yeah.
Description. Okay, that's why. Because so you picked a custom background at the minute.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So your ideal traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws can be whatever you like. So it says custom background, that's a drop-down menu.
Yeah.
So you can click on that, and then that will allow you to pick your preferred background.
Is this for me or?
No, it's for Foxy because it's trying to do
I was
his
going to
background.
say I picked my background. So.
Indeed. The other thing we have left to do for you
Is
is
weapons? Is it? don't
your
know.
equipment and also your spells.
All right.
Because Warlock being spellcasters. Also, just to let you know now, Warlock, their spellcasting ability is Charisma. As opposed to Intelligence or Wisdom. So I don't know if you want to jig your stats around a bit, so you can put the 16 you have as an Intelligence into Wisdom. It's a Charisma, rather.
Yeah, just let me finish this sentence and I'll be right with you. It's mod duties. Right. It's alright. I'm just trying. Being a mod on a very large YouTuber server. It's very confusing.
I can believe you.
Especially when they talk about mental health and it's like, Yuggins, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right, so let's bring it up on D&D and Beyond. I think it's the best thing to do.
Yep. I've already done your the ability swap for you.
So what did you want me to do? Swap the...
Oh, I've already done it. So yeah,
You've done it.
Yeah. So your wisdom and
Yeah.
your charisma and intelligence rather will swap around now. So now you're much more potent spellcaster.
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
And the other thing we have to
The
do
most
now is
important
do your
stats.
Tom gets it. Tom gets the acronym.
Hell yeah.
I will be honest and say I wasn't listening. So yeah, the only thing we have left for you to do, besides the equipment, is also to pick your spells.
Yeah, does it give me the options?
So are you on like your main character sheet on D&D Beyond?
Yes, I'm on Zopper's character sheet.
Cool. So if you go to the spells tab, the spell bit, Next to actions, you'll see spells.
Oh, hang on, mate. You mean the actual sheet? I was in Builder still. Hang
Oh, well,
on.
no, you can do it in the builder. If you go to class in the builder, there'll be a spells bit underneath.
It says available at levels higher than 14.
So next
I
to
thought
class
I
features,
picked
there is a
everything.
spells.
Oh, right, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then click that, and then there'll be the Add Spells tab. If you open that out, you get 2 cantrips and 3 first level spells. Because Warlock are funky spellcasters, they get so little spells, but you just cast them all day.
Very nice.
And always at maximum power.
Yeah, bit like Bart, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little look-see through this then.
That's fine.
So is it the ones that have just come up? I take it. Yeah,
a nice
first
big
level. I'm
list
going
to
to
learn
take it
from.
that they're the ones that I get to know. So how many cantrips?
2.
2 cantrips, okay.
Indeed. You can always go for that old trusty Warlock favourite of Eldritch Blast.
Well, I've got Eldritch something picked on class features. What did I did? Eldritch
Invocations.
innovations. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is her.
Yeah, so they're part of your packs that you've made. They
Yeah.
give you the benefits. So you have the ability to do Mask of Many Faces and Armor of Shadows. There's also the Warlock only spell of Eldritch Blast.
Then we might as well go for that then.
Which is just power.
Let's see if there's a create a bonfire.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be too handy on this campaign, which is something I actually need to go over, so I'll make a note of that.
That one looks more promising. Blade Ward.
Blade Ward's also very good.
And how many spells?
3.
3.
Just pick 3. Take a little trip into the future with me. I still stand by Dr. Facilia as a great way of playing a Warlock.
Yeah.
Just have your shadow do things weirdly in the corner.
He was essentially because he made a pact with the other side.
Yeah.
Didn't
He made a pact with the Undying, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, it's actually gone into more because I can't remember what like the Bayou, like gods and stuff are.
They're lower, I think is the term.
Yeah.
They're like
I
African
yeah.
gods.
Oh, yeah.
For the
I
Vex,
think that's-
basically all the stuff we've done in WoW, so like Buon Samdi. Or
Yeah,
as
that's
he's known in some places
Yeah.
as Baron Samdi.
But it's like one of the theories that it's because Mama Oti, that's obviously out in the Bayou and what have you, is also obviously spellcaster
Yeah.
and that.
I will
So
say
it's sort of one.
a cool way of Baron Samdi being represented is the American God series, because they don't do it in the books, but they do it in the series, where Mad Sweeney takes a detour down to the deep south and actually meets Baron Samdi.
Mm.
It's like, I think it's time we made a deal, left the gun. And of course, Mad Sweeney is proper leprechaun. He hasn't got his lucky coin, ergo his luck is forever terrible. And your day really can't get bad when it's things like, I'm going to steal the boat. And I break the ripcord on the pull motor for the offboard motor. The fuel goes everywhere. I drop my cigarette, the whole thing catches fire, and then the boat sinks. It is so good.
So I'm actually looking into like backgrounds and stuff, so I think I'll go with the soldier background, actually.
Ooh, that could be rather fun.
Yes.
Means that you get the cool thing of what your trinket is. What have you taken
Yes.
away from your life of soldiering?
So let's see. First of all, what should I? Of course, I'm not gonna be a medic. I'm.
Those filthy medics.
Excuse you. You're going to thank your filthy medics when they save your life on the battlefield,
Yeah,
you
hey, of
uncultured
course.
swine.
I joke. Remember, Zyron did most of the healing when I played with Zyron.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
funny thing is, though, I can just see Foxy's, Rolgash go around on the battlefield like the soldiers are like, I think I can make it, sir. No, you're dead. Dead.
Yeah.
Dead. And it's like, he's just lost a hand. No, you're useless.
Oh
Dead.
god, it's. Why do I just picture like that bit out of Monty Python's Holy Grail? Say, "Oh, sorry, I just get carried away. I'm sorry, everyone, sorry."
Mhm.
Oh, it reminds me of Critical Role the other day. I was rewatching like a supercut, so it's every time something gets polymorphed. And they actually
Yeah.
polymorphed a purple worm into a snow bunny.
No.
And straight away, it's like, it's Monty Python, it's a killer rabbit. It's got great big pointy teeth.
I'm also like now I have selected that I'm survival based. I like have survival as the another skill proficiency, and intimidation as the other.
Oh.
And also I carry around a dragon chess set.
I'm not playing chess for you, Foxy. I'm terrible at chess.
I like an occasional game of chess, although it's usually mental chess. But yeah, I can, of course. Okay, I'll just take the dice then.
No, it's alright. You can take like the dragon chess set. That is cool
Yeah.
and everything. I think there are rules somewhere in the void for like making the dragon chess game interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if I can
Then-
find them. I know someone's done one for like the dragon chess, so you basically play like liar's dice.
Yeah. So military rank.
Yeah, where do you feel you came in that regard?
Well,
When you left the military?
Well, let's say that maybe like a bit above sergeant.
Someone of that high rank would be very noticeable and be a higher level than you guys are right now.
That
you guys
is
are level
true.
2, so you're basically a foot soldier.
Yeah. Maybe like wait a minute. I think like Lance Corporal might be like maybe like the highest a level 2 character can basically be, in my opinion.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you're in charge of a few dudes, but that's about it. And if a sergeant says you're going into the jungle, it's basically you're going to die.
Yeah.
Pretty expendable.
Oh no. The D8 suggested characteristics. I'm full of inspiring and cautionary tales from my military experience, relevant to almost every combat situation.
What I'm imagining for that like Blumman trait is like, yes, there was a cautionary tale of like a combat situation Yeah, it was a terrible time. A lot of people died. Never doing that again. Sort of thing. I just imagine it, and it's great. I love it.
All I'm seeing now really is like flashbacks of Vietnam.
Oh,
This reminds me of this time in Nam.
Yeah. Let's actually go with that.
Okay, so I was still going through your personality traits and etc. How are you getting on, Christy? You all good?
Yeah, I think I've selected them all.
Fantastic. So the last thing we need to do is pick your equipment and get that out the way, so we know
I
how much.
did select it, but obviously it's gone. I did select it last week.
That's right. If you go what the choices way, it's much quicker and easier.
Yeah, I think it was just Warlock starting equipment. I didn't do gold.
Yeah, you get gold mainly from your background. You might get a bit extra from your kit, depending on what kit you pick.
Yeah.
Because I think Explorers gives you a bit more gold.
Yeah, which is what I selected. With the Warlock starting equipment. Well, it only gives me a choice between Scholars or Dungeoneers.
That must have been the Dungeoneers then.
Yeah.
So, how's everyone going on with the characters on Roll20?
Yeah, that my character is a lovely samurai. I think I'm gonna go with some scimitars. Double scimitar.
Can you do wield scimitars? I can't remember.
Yeah, can I actually?
if you're a soldier, I can imagine you wielding simple and martial weapons. So
Yeah.
scimitars would pretty much be easy to.
Yeah, I was trying to remember though if they have the right properties, because you can't wield a heavy weapon for dual wielding purposes.
I know it's a finesse weapon. So
Yes, you can. A scimitar is a light weapon. So light and finesse.
Yes.
So you get so you can have your dex for your attack and damage, and you can wield it in your offhand.
Yes.
And it's kind of also if you pick dual wielding scimitars, I know of a perfect bleach captain for you.
God dang it.
Because his fighting style basically is swinging swords around.
Yes.
Well, two weapon fighting style.
So I went with a chainmail, two martial weapons, which both are scimitars, and two hand axes.
Nice pick.
Or actually, I could go with the light crossbow and 20 bolts because it's if we need to fight from a distance, it's better. And an explorer's pack. And soldier starting equipment, a dagger. With deck of cards, set of common clothes, and pouch containing 10 GP.
Awesome. So I'll see what I can do about getting your samurai over onto Roll20 as best I can.
Yes.
At some point in the future. Shouldn't be too hard.
It shouldn't.
Actually, might be able to do it now really quick. How are you getting on, Christy?
Yeah, I think it's all done. I've done the equipment and.
Oh, fantastic. Right, custom race. Eonin. Cool, so they only get +2 to their con, +1 to their strength. We said you're a lawful neutral. You're a medium creature. You have a speed of 35 feet.
Yes.
Tell you one thing I haven't done yet with my character, which is a fun one. I haven't selected a vessel yet.
No, that was something I need to ask you. How was your genie a part of you?
You're a stand user.
What?
Come on, it's Genie. Come on.
Yeah.
Genies are basically stands.
Well, I was going to have like a lantern kind of thing, that's what I've made us carrying.
Yeah, that can work.
Sweet.
Yeah. You know, like I know it's slightly different, but you know, like in Mulan where she gets given the cricket. In,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking like that, but obviously it's glass inside, so it has the...
My brain was like, well, she wasn't given a lantern. When you said cricket,
No,
I
no, I
the
know.
lucky bug.
The cricket, yeah, but it's like a glass inside, so, you know.
Yeah, I
You know,
think
like small enough like that it sort of clips on / carry.
Okay, Daxon. Something I need to go with you in private as well. Is like, how is your relationship with this genie?
Yeah, I need just to need help work out a few, you know, smooth it over.
Yeah, yeah, because
Have a
obviously
basic
this is
idea.
very much a deal kind of arrangement,
Yeah.
or is it like Aladdin and Genie from?
Well, no, I mean,
From-
I've
from
got an
Disneyverse.
idea. I've got an idea to sort of like the reason she sort of made a deal is somebody's wronged her. Somebody did her out of some money, but sort of put the blame on her kind of thing. So I'm just trying to figure out how to work in the genie aspect.
That's cool.
And we'll figure it out.
Right, so. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. So, can I have claws? No, I cannot have claws. That's upsetting. That's that in there. Da 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 da. You also get that one. That's actually a really nice ability, you know? That daunting roar from Leonin.
Yeah, Daunting Roar is really nice.
Is it a tech thing?
Basically, like a little bit weaker version of the frightful presence.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think that's really it. Yeah, I think we need to do is say you have dark vision and you got dark vision over 60 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Next. You are a fighter. Mr. Fighto.
Yes.
And you took that one and that one. 2 weapon fighting. I apologize if no one can see the roll 20 screen. Let me sort that out really quick. Where can I stick us on Discord? There we go. We can sit there in the corner. So that's that. We already have your points done. So that would be 15, 14, 10, 12, 10. And of course, the only oh, that's fun. Actually, we need to do everybody's honor score as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's Soldier gone? There it is, Soldier. Playing card set. What specialty did you take in the end? Is it infantry?
Oh. What specialty?
From being a soldier.
Intimidation and survival.
No, those are the skill proficiencies. Like what? So, what was your specialty from the military? Were you like an infantry soldier, a scout?
Mm,
I remember you
let's-
saying Lance Corporal, which to me is like basic infantry.
Yeah. Let's actually go with the scout. So. It kind of makes sense because being that my dex is pretty high.
Yeah, no, that kind of it also kind of works with how your race sort of works
Yeah.
because you're faster than most and predator and everything else. Oh, what was that Bond? And then do your flaws.
No.
Come on. Class equipment. Chainmail.
I hate.
Scimitar.
Oh,
Crossbow.
I
and
actually need to remove the one I already have here.
Grandfather
My
eats
hatred
armor.
of my enemies is blind and unreasoning. It's not supposed to be there.
Oh, okay, it's the other one. So your flaw is I'd rather eat my armor than admit I was wrong.
Yes.
That's fine. What equipment did you pick in the end? Was it Explorers?
Yeah, Explorer's pack.
Cool. Set your hit points appropriately. Fantastic.
Oh wow! I actually went to D&D Beyond and looked at my ideals. Live and let live. Ideals aren't worth killing over or going to war for. What?
Yeah, there are some fun ones for some things, and like you can really play with it.
Yeah.
And boom, that is your character done on D&D Beyond. Then on D&D Beyond on Roll20.
Yes.
Just got to do the other bit now, which is ding you up a level,
Mm-hmm.
which is cheap, easy, and disgusting because this is literally 3 button clicks done.
Yes.
Level 2 fighter with 22 hit points.
Yes.
Why is your HP only saying 6?
I have no idea.
I don't know why either. So assume you rolled.
Yeah.
Yes, it's assuming you're
yeah.
rolling. So that's fine. There we go. So that's D&D Beyond set correct.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's everybody all set for the time being. The only person I'm going to have fun moving over to Roll20 will be Christie's.
Yeah.
But again, that's because the Pact of the Genie doesn't exist on Roll20 right now.
Whole new territory.
It's well, okay,
for roll 20.
yeah, for roll 20, it's whole new territory. For me, it's kind of like, oh, great. Warlocks again. Alright then. So with everyone rolled up and everything ready to go, let's just remind ourselves of what's going on here for those unaware. And also to remind you guys as well. So we're playing with a couple of extra variant rules. First of all is the gritty realism. So, this changes the way the short and long rests work. Normally, your short rest was an hour, and your long rest was 8 hours, which included sleep and guard shifts and everything else. Gritty realism ups that, so now your short rest is 8 hours, with like sleep and everything else. And then your long rest, it says 7 days, but I think that might be a bit too long.
Yeah.
So part of me saying, like, why don't we say 3 days?
Yeah, 3
fine with
days
that.
sounds. Yeah, 3 days sounds like long enough, but not too long.
Yes, and in that way you can spend downtime doing things and everything else. And obviously the long rest assumes you're not doing anything strenuous.
Yeah.
So if you're not going out exploring or adventuring or anything like that, you're just going around town buying equipment or what have you over the week. Or 3 days. You can
Yes.
You can do that and get all those benefits back.
Yeah.
And the only other thing we have to do right now is the honor score.
Okay.
So, honor in campaigns where cultures have a rigid code of honor. So in this case, where we are, which is a representation of feudal Japan, he says is going to clear all this stuff off the map so everyone can see it. This wonderful island continent, which I don't think I've actually measured out from longest point to longest point. What are we dealing with here? 252 miles by 264 miles. So that's what? Over 500 square miles? Well, 250 square miles ish. Which is a pretty reasonable size. So it's a score that doesn't directly affect anything, but you can use it in place of checks. Mainly around charisma and things like that. So if you as characters are feeling unsure of like what's the best way to disagree with a lord or something like that,
Yeah.
I'd ask you to roll an honor check, and depending on what your result is, you know exactly like you need to bow a certain way or talk in a certain way or whatever. But other situations that we might call for an honor check for would be also surrendering. You can also use it to determine another character's honor score, which could be quite interesting. And also using it for influence. So like I said, you can use it in place of a charisma check. So like if you want to get a rush job, you can like roll a decent high honor check, at which point, you know, the blacksmith's gonna be like, yeah, cool, I'll get this done for you. You have honored me with this patronage. Equally, I might throw some honor saving throws at you if you have done something dishonorable.
Oh no.
So in some cases, like someone has surrendered or has yielded, and then Foxy like straight up murders them for whatever reason. That might require an honor saving throw. But I've only picked Foxy because you're playing the samurai.
Yeah, I know.
But equally, being goaded into an attack or something like that could cause honor saving throws and things like that. So it's a new thing we'll get used to, but I think it could be an interesting score to play with.
Yes.
And with that in mind, boys and girls, let us generate the honor score. So, could you all roll for me, please? 3d6.
Okay.
You want to do that in the...
In full, it's pretty bad. This is gonna make me really sad.
3d6, you
Yeah.
say?
Indeed.
Yep.
And roll it in a roll 20.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
11!
Whoa.
Funny enough, the cleric is the most honourable one amongst you.
Makes sense.
There
Makes
was a
sense.
priest
Same.
among scoundrels.
I
Yeah.
haven't done mine yet.
Oh god, yeah,
It'd be funnier for the infernal.
this is when the warlock is more honourable than all of you combined.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes!
Oh wow. Yeah.
You can't make it up.
No, no, you
Yeah.
can't. Oh, that's amazing. So, we'll go ahead and update those honours calls. I'll edit Foxy's and Christie's.
Mhm.
So what did Christie get? Christie was on a 13.
To be honest, it kind of works for Khan. Now that I think about it, for story, it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Tamias has honor, but he's a book, so they don't give a damn. And all you have is just a bird just repeating whatever you're saying back to you.
Yeah.
What is your business here? Business here? No. What is your business here? Business here? No. That's why I'm asking you.
Just reminds me of a Stephen Fry Hugh Laurie sketch where it's like, so, when's the birthday? Wednesday. That's what I said. When's the day?
Oh no.
That model shop skit is the best one ever.
Or,
Oh, it's good.
or even better, like the two Ronnies sketch where it's Mastermind and
Oh,
they're
answering
answering
questions. The ones that
Oh, I
the
love
it.
questions after they've been asked.
yeah, it's the answer to the previous question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each one is like the answer to the previous one.
Mm-hmm. Both of those were great. I miss things like Two Ronnies. We don't write comedy like that anymore in this country.
Mm.
That's why I love the Six Idiots, which is a horrible history slot because they're proper old fashioned.
Oh yeah, love it.
And Foxy's probably sitting there
It's
going like, I don't know what you guys are on about.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of questions about a couple of things.
Go on. But this is kind of what Session 0 is all about, so air your questions.
I'm just trying now. I'm trying to remember what on earth. Okay, so I am looking at. If I have a look, see. If I can actually look at the proper thing, that would be great. The spell sort of casting. No, not spell casting. Sorry. Blessings of knowledge. It says your proficiency bonus is doubled for any skill check you make that uses either of those skills. So does this mean that they would technically count as expertise?
I would imagine so. Yes, because it has given you expertise for Arcana and History
Heck yes.
on D&D Beyond.
Nice.
Yes. Okay then. I will change that. If it will allow me to change. Thank you.
Yeah, it should allow you to, yes.
Yes. Ta-da! I am now expert. Yeah. Also, I'm finding it so hilarious how my cleric knows so many languages, and yet there's an interesting trait that prevents her from being able to convey that clearly.
Down.
Yeah, but you could like Donald Trump it. You just go, I know so many spells, so many.
No,
You
no,
wouldn't
no,
believe
no,
the
no.
number.
No. Like, can't even say that. Can't even say that. You should know, Brian. I told you this.
Down.
She literally can't say it.
That's true. Yes.
So it's gonna be funny.
Oh god. I know the perfect two people if the party should be split now for an amusing conversation.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Okay then. So what else do I need? I need to go through my thing. Where's D&D Film? I need
yeah,
to know. I need to make sure I've got all the
everything.
session 0 stuff out of the way.
Yeah, there was also another thing that I'm trying to think of, but I think either A, I answered that question myself, or B, oh yeah, that was it. So the Harrison battle fan, I went along with. Actually, I'm gonna check out. Like, I went
I do
along
not
with the assumption that it was a short
was
sword.
basically the item from Smash Bros, which is like yes.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I was kind of like thinking, okay, would it be like a short sword, or would it be like? I imagine it being a short sword, because
If it was quite large and quite meaty, it was a short sword. I did say the other option earlier, which could be quite interesting further down the line.
Go on. Like, or did you?
It was in our private Facebook conversation.
Oh, hang on, let me.
I believe I sent it to you. Bless you, Dom.
Yeah, I think he did, but I think I kind of thought something else entirely.
Is it? I thought that was Dom sneezing. I saw the light come on and heard something that sounded like a sneeze.
I mean,
It's
that,
me trying to resist the temptation to laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it's either sneezing or it's
Okay.
something else played off like a sneeze.
Okay,
Played off like
so-
a sneeze.
All I hear is sword. Yeah, large and meaty. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were playing as this kind of cleric. Oh.
So if we went along with your idea, how on earth would that work?
That would be something we'd have to work out.
Yeah.
I was thinking about introducing that idea as a subclass available to all classes at level 3.
Mm. Yes.
Because it makes no real difference, but it would come with a bit of a hefty penalty. Only because like you do get essentially an artifact that you're making yourself. Shall I tell the others, or do you want me to keep it a secret?
I mean, it probably won't be a secret. Like once. So I mean, you can say it if you really want to.
Okay, so one idea I had was allowing you to have basically the Soul Reapers from Bleach, you know, the whole Sanpakuto thing they have going on.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was thinking about letting all classes have access to that in some way. But you basically lose 1 point of con the second you pick that path, because you have to, like, pour a piece of your soul into the blade.
That makes sense.
But then, in exchange
Yeah.
for that, it's like every time you would hit the milestone. So, like Fox's case, when he'd be level 3, what's the next one? 5, I think, for most of the fighter stuff. He'll then
Yeah,
get to
about-
roll on
yeah.
the artifact thing to be like, okay, what's my new ability? Cool, and my sword now explodes randomly.
Yeah.
So I unlocked Bankai.
Bankai. Oh.
Not quite. I think by the time it gets to like level 20, yes, I'll let you have some sort of weird.
Yeah,
bad guy.
sure. So, what is your Zanpakuto's unique effect like Gatsuga Tensho? Mine is stabby, and yeah.
Well, no, it could have been like Easy Shimaru's I stab you from 15 miles away.
I actually love that though. It's so good.
I love the fact that it's like that. Spoiler alert for Bleach, by the way. The dude straight up lies about it as well. Everyone
Yeah.
took him at face value. It's like, really?
It's just straight up lying, and I love it.
But one of the best reveals
Yes.
ever, though. Best like betrayal.
True.
For
You know, you totally want a Zanpakuto like kanjis, where you have no idea what the hell it does until the very last moment.
for
Go on, Foxy.
go on.
No, I'll let you go on.
So, okay. So I was kind of thinking at some point I would want to play like a character like Alucard from Helsing.
Oh,
Although it would require that people would be other people wouldn't be like normal peasants or something like that. Because, well, as all of us know, Alucard isn't that your definition of nice.
No, Alucard is straight up anti-hero / anti-villain.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own thing.
Yes.
I have done an Alucard-like character in a 3.5 campaign when, like, me and a gaming group finished wrapping it up, and like, this was going to be the last one, so it was go mad.
Yeah.
All books and homebrew content were available, so I straight up made like a gunslinger like Alucard.
Yeah.
Twin pistols at the ready.
Or
That
then,
was a
of course.
stupid build.
Yeah, or of course, then there is also the Dualcane Alhambra, or also known as Dandyman.
Yeah, Dandyman with his cards, or well, I suppose in the end, my gunslinger ended up more like Zorin, not Zorin Blitz. I've forgotten the character now. She's on the aircraft hangar with the flintlock rifle.
It's the Ripper Winkle.
Thank you. Yeah, but it was that level of insane range and accuracy. That was fun.
Yeah.
But I have done a Bleach-like character before, and yes, he did have a dagger that became a greatsword.
Yes.
A 15-foot
Nice.
greatsword that only he could use.
Damn.
That was his only saving grace from a lethal fall. Twice.
Nice.
Nice.
Fell down once to lethal damage, and second time lethal damage, and the sword healed him at the last second.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So on the subject of animes and things, so this is really for me for writing, because obviously I haven't written like story-wise yet.
Mm.
I've already got like the world and the setting and everything else sort of molded in clay. It's not permanent. But any particular themes you guys want to do or don't want to do? In terms of like adventures and things like that.
Mm.
So like, do you not want to do like a save the princess kind of thing?
I don't know. I'm kind of up for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Personally.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I
We
mean,
tend to,
just be. Yeah, carry on.
I was gonna say, I mean, we tend to just veer off course and make it our own anyway. So
Yeah,
mean,
true.
Yeah, you say save the princess. I mean, we have the princess, just not alive.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we saved the princess. That's not the princess. Oh, aren't I? Hey. I'll tell you who's princess, you silly goose.
I'm so glad no one's a bard, because saying that now I just realised one of you will be like, oh, I'm sorry, you said
my God.
save the princess. I thought you said lay the princess.
Yeah.
Future D&D character, a bard that's a drag queen. Done.
Oh, damn.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I can
Was it
live
wow.
my
cutting
live
words
the
would just be you
inoffense.
couldn't afford it, honey. Snap of the fingers. Snap turn.
Tasha's hideous laughter. Yes.
I was going to say there's a drag queen, Bob, who's one of the winners, and his tagline is "Purse first." Walking
Yes.
Instead, it's like that.
Oh my god.
God.
That'll be like the bard's like magic, like spell focus, just a purse.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
gonna get that handbag. Just walks in like ambush. Purse first.
Oh my God.
God.
Oh my god.
You are all.
But then you
terrible.
double it up, so it's a bard monk that can just punch living daylights out of anyone.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Like smack people with the bag.
Purse
Yeah.
first, bang!
I was actually going to say slightly different to that. In cartoons when they do the like the white glove kind of thing,
Oh yeah.
Oh
the
yeah.
Glove slap.
and in the there's a Bugs Bunny cartoon where he like walks away, takes the
Oh.
glove off, and puts a brick in it,
Yeah.
just whacking people with a brick.
Oh,
It's in the purse though, just whacking.
okay.
Oh, it's great.
This reminds me of a
Just a
comic.
loaded purse.
No, this reminds me of. Yeah, this reminds me of a
Why,
comic.
why is this going to be like a new character in Ring Warriors? Because that would actually fit.
God.
The wrestler who uses a loaded purse.
Like I was thinking of that comic where the priest like says I would like to buy I would like to buy a bag or do you have a sock or something? Okay, and I need as many silver coins or silver pieces as possible. Why?
Oh,
We're
yes.
dealing with a werewolf. And it's just
Oh,
bitch
man.
slaps a werewolf with
Yeah,
like
starts beating the werewolf with a bag of silver coins.
Bag
yeah.
of silver coins. Oh my god, yes.
It counts as being
Down.
beaten by a silver weapon.
Yeah.
I knew a friend of mine who was in a D&D campaign. He did a kind of similar thing, but what he did was he used unarmed strikes. But with his unarmed strikes, he specifically took silver coins and put them between the knuckles of his fingers, so that
Oh,
it
that's
counted as a
brilliant.
silver punch.
One punch.
A bit like
Uh,
Wolverine.
You could say that was a fistful of dollars. Hey.
Hey.
Fistful of silver dollars.
Hey.
Lovely.
Good film. Okay, then. So the last thing for me, really, before I get too far ahead, getting back to the topic of D&D,
Yes.
is
Great,
how
let's
would you
go.
guys like to start this campaign? Would you like to
With
start already having
style.
established a party? And then we can do
Yeah.
some backstory stuff later? Or would you guys like to converge at a particular point?
I like the idea of converging, where it's just we're all randomers, but yet we seem to be on the same path.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense with the sort of character I made, sort of thing. It would make sense.
Yeah. It would basically make sense for my character too, because, being that he is a samurai, there is like he would be wandering around town or something, not just sitting around in an inn all day long.
Okay, that's fine. That was all I was wondering, because it's like, if you guys all started together as a party, then it'd be a case of, okay, you guys, we can like literally open wherever we need to be. Now that we're going with the whole, you guys all converting to a spot, that can still work. Or you guys all begin with you guys all being in town, but you haven't formed a party, as it were.
Yeah.
Which will work well to my advantage.
Hmm.
Cool. And I believe that is everything I need to know. I can start writing some stuff over the week.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Thank you, Tasha's guys, of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, for giving me the party origin thing.
You're welcome. I mean, what?
What?
Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of fun. So, where on this world map would you guys like to start? Obviously, it's not
Where-
labelled yet. I need to go through and label all the towns. I know the only one that has a definite name in my head right now is the central city. Which is aptly going to be called Yari, which I'll
Nice.
put in right now. Whoops, not as a line. I want text. And I want to be able to spell Yari correctly. Rather fitting, as it is Japanese for spear.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, I suppose that's really another question I'll ask you guys as well. Would you guys like to play on a square grid like we always do, or would you like a hex?
Wouldn't bother me either way.
It's fine either way.
Same here. If I would pick squares, but I don't mind. Shapes are shapes.
Okay. I'll take Tash. It's fine with whichever.
I mean, yeah, like whichever is fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to double check because obviously squares don't do circles very well.
Yeah.
And I'm going to steal from Grey wholeheartedly. But hexagons are the bestagons because we have literal circles.
Oh.
The only thing that doesn't quite work is walls, but that's fixable. So yeah, I think that's most of everything we need to do. Also, I've got to get Christie's character moved over to Roll20. You need to get hold of Marie at some point. I nearly forgot her name for a second.
Yeah.
And get
Because
her.
you keep calling her Kira.
Yeah.
Sonia, is it now?
Well, quite possibly. Who knows?
Well, currently her name is Sonia, but I think that's because her Twitch name is Sonia Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And D&D Beyond's pulling Twitch Chaser.
Yeah.
Although, for some strange reason, Chrissy, yours is like user blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I don't know. I don't know if you've not linked your Twitch account or not to D&D Beyond.
Should be. Be all linked.
Yes, Christopher Lee is much better than Chuck Norris.
Yes.
So I just saw the thing you posted into the...
Yeah, the great big long list of...
Indeed, he was Death in the Terry Pratchett audiobooks. Well, I think it's the radio dramas. To which his dry sarcasm's absolutely hilarious. Why does it have to be wolves? Well, it could have been something else, but the wolves are an endangered species.
Yes.
Okay, what's the other thing I need to go over? You're all good for theme-wise, anything going. Parties converging, we've done the hardcore rest mode for gritty realism, honor scores. I think that's it really, apart from the odd character backstory thing, which I might go and grab off people now.
Yeah.
And the final question is, do you guys want to reveal your character models that I have on Hero Forge, or would you rather wait till they're all done?
Ooh.
I know Chrissy's got hers, I can just copy it over in a bit.
Hmm.
Or would you like me to save it and then we can have it for the
For
actual
me,
official session start?
I mean, for me personally, I'd say save it. But I mean, it's up to everyone else. I would personally like to have mine saved until.
Yeah, we can save it. Because I might draw up my character rather than have the...
Yeah, that's fine. I was going to use the Hero Forge for tokens and artwork.
Also, basically, it would my Hero Forge token would need to have a little weapon update.
Yeah, it's not the
being
end of
that
the world.
yeah.
But it doesn't have to. So, but when it comes to weapons and things like that, the fact that it says scimitar doesn't necessarily mean like it is literally a scimitar. They can be those Japanese style katana just with a bit more curve to them.
True.
Just scimitar makes a nice fit.
Yes.
But it's up to you. I mean, you can easily change them to scimitars if you like.
I think we could go with like double wielding, like a little bended katanas. So
Unfortunately,
basically,
the katanas are dead straight that I've got.
that's true. So maybe go with like the scimitars and let's just say that they are the Japanese style.
Yeah, where's our chat? I'll send you that via the Book of Face. That's the same model that swapped the swords out for the scimitars.
Yep. Yep, that works.
Okay then, I'll go with that then. I'll polish that up. Oh yes, that's the other thing I need to do. I need to have a chat with Christy regarding her genie.
Yes.
So,
Genie.
In a bottle.
it's terrible. So we're going to disappear for a brief second into the other channel. So that way, the viewers of the stream can still hear this conversation and understand how, like...
Yeah.
If that's alright with you, Christy.
Yeah, that's fine. For some reason, I've got I want to sing Into the Unknown from Frozen.
Yeah.
Into the unknown.
Sing into the unknown. Alright then, hello there. Welcome to the Void.
Hello. Welcome to this extra special channel, which involves me and Brian.
Okay then, so your genie.
Oh, you're warping in and out a bit there. You going into your lamp?
I certainly hope not.
That's better.
Okay.
You literally like walked in and out then, like a wah, like Anyway,
that
you're
might
working.
be Discord playing up as I've hopped channels. So regarding your genie choice and everything else.
Yes.
Let's bring up your thing. So you've picked an air-based genie
Yes.
as your dude. So how is this deal working? As it were, like, so to give you an idea, when Tash sent me the stuff for the last campaign regarding Nil, like Nil was infatuated and in love with Zitoun.
Yeah.
I would have done anything for her, yada yada yada.
Well, I like to see it. So my basic idea for the character is that somebody's wronged her, run off with the money, and sort of put her in a position that makes it look like she's done something, not the person that's run off. So almost like framed her. So I like to think that she's gone after this person and she's gone, right, I need some backup. So it's just made like a deal with
Okay.
the genie. So it wasn't necessarily that genie in particular. She just knew that she needed, almost sort of called upon someone.
Okay. I'm getting some.
What might work into it? One thing that might work into it, though, that I did think of, was because obviously I was thinking about Medusa and stuff like that, and obviously she was framed for, well, in some versions she was framed for doing it on the steps of a temple.
Yeah.
So maybe if I'm being framed for something, it was on the steps or in front of this deity. So they're sort of on my side, if that makes sense.
That makes some sense. Well, they're going with the frame thing. Well, knock the microphone. Going with the frame thing. Part of me was thinking,
Yeah.
like, you know how in Aladdin, like the whole thing with the genie really kicks off because Aladdin literally gets dropped into the whole thing, but he keeps the lamp.
Yeah.
I was thinking that kind of a situation. Like you knew that the lamp is magical and it contained a genie, but with everything being double crossed, it's like, well, I got the goods.
Yeah. That's what I was partly thinking, is it might have been kind of like a deal with the other person, like, okay, we're going to share all of this money. And the other person's basically gone, no, I'm taking the money. You've got all the money, which was this other person's, and that. So maybe the genie can be that they didn't take everything. The only thing they didn't take was the genie. Perhaps that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think it says in my inventory I've only got 5 gold pieces on me.
Let's have a look. See, yeah.
So yes, that would make sense if they took everything but the genie, kind of thing.
Yep, that works.
I like to think that we were gambling partners, you know. We were gonna share some, because also my type of tiefling has down that they draw wealth. I need to bring it up. What was it? Something to do with the type of tiefling I am, and wealth as well.
Oh, the Mammon tieflings.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
I was just going to bring it up as well.
So many tieflings. Mammons. Yeah, you love coin above anything else.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So I'd like to think that we were sort of two Mammon tieflings going about our business in the royal courts, swaying everyone and what have you,
Yeah.
getting the gold.
Doing a hustle and the hustle backfiring on you.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, that works. Alright then. So, how about the genie? How is the genie with you? Because obviously you can go inside the lamp, well, in your case, the lantern, for a few hours.
Yeah. I like to think of it as that we won it, so it's not very happy, but it also realizes what the other person's done, so they're on my side in that respect.
Mm. Okay, and how would you like your genie to be personality-wise?
I don't know, really.
Would you like them to be aloof and everything else? Like, when you say, like, I got a problem, I
Yeah.
need help, but you just come out and just, like, lean on your shoulder and be like, and this is the 6th time this week. Your debts are
kind
really
of what-
racking up.
What I'm thinking straight away in my mind when you say about that is you've not watched Fairy Tale properly, have you?
Mm-mm.
No, I was going to say, because where she calls on the zodiac signs,
Yeah.
Aquarius, I think it is, was her mum's, so she just blatantly refuses to do anything that she says because she doesn't see her Lucy as her owner, because it was actually her mum's, like zodiac. And she's like, no, I'm going off on a date with my boyfriend. Like, literally. So I'm just half thinking like that kind of thing. But yeah, Loof kind of works.
Yeah.
Kind of, I'm only coming out to do this one thing, then then I'm going back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Because part of me was also like, well, we could do, like, Genie from Aladdin. Where
Yeah.
he's always somewhere nearby. But of course, then when like you're alone, he'll fully manifest and everything else. And only if like you really trust someone else, fully manifest for them. Otherwise, he'll just always look like a waft of air going through or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, then. I can work with that. I can write up something, and that could be some fun RPing.
Yeah. Or you could always come out. Maybe I can only see it like you're saying about like the manifesting kind of thing. Maybe he comes when he's out, the others can't see him, but they feel the air.
Yeah.
The air pressure change kind of thing. So you know like how in humidity, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the heat wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can work.
Do it that way kind of thing.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to throw us back up to the others.
Yay.
The face.
And we're back.
Yes.
Welcome
Welcome back.
Okay.
But
Straighten that
yeah,
out.
yeah. Tash, I posted it in Tales of General Chit Chat. The character, which reminds me about your new character.
Yes. Oh god. I hate it when Thread does that. Like trying to sew a thing and it's like, what? Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
So we just sorted out Christie's Genie stuff.
nice.
Yes.
It could be quite interesting, that one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Ooh.
I think now I've got 3... Well, yeah, I've got 3 characters' backstories. Foxy's might come in a bit later.
Yeah.
I've got to run something by Foxy first.
All right.
Which actually could bring me nicely onto the actual campaign setting itself.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I
Yes.
went into detail how it all worked, did I?
I guess there's a vague detail, but not quite.
Yeah.
Oh.
I recall going over briefly, like, it's based on Japanese history and everything else, but in the course of researching Japanese history, which is painful,
Yes.
so painful, only because, like, my brain is, oh, okay, this period of history, we should be about here, and Japan is way off. Not like they were technologically behind, but it's like I am way out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like my brain thinks, oh, the Meiji Restoration was about the 1940s. No. No,
was, like,
Meiji
way
Restoration was like
before that.
way back, like 1800s.
Yeah.
So I was off, not my thing of Japanese history. So some things may be wrong. If I mention some things from a particular era of Japanese history, that's because that was the basis of the idea, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the way, in terms of campaign settings, so you guys sort of get your head into it and everything else. Since we're set in the Age of Heroes, so the world is the continent is conquered, as it were. There is civilization. There are farms scattered about the place. There are towns and villages and everything else. I've done my best to not clutter the map with every single village, but at least give some
Yeah.
indication of like, oh, there's a guard tower here or a camp here or whatever along the road or off the beaten track or what have you. But the way the society works is very patriarchal and feudalistic.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a royal family, but they've not really said anything for some time, and that is defaulted down to the shogunate and then further down to ruling daimyo and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite a might makes right kind of thing, but that idea of, you know, oh, this is the feudal lord, I shall respect what his wishes and everything else. And if he says we're attacking the next town over, for the glory of the shogunate, as a citizen, you're kind of expected to grab your spear and go if your name is called. But thankfully, that hasn't happened because there is an extra linchpin in place. So the royal family has a command of 13. Get the number right. 13 guard members, who in turn have a small retinue of loyal soldiers to their cause.
Yeah.
They split up the country equally into 12 segments, and then a squad has control of the center of Yari. So Squad 1 will patrol the city of Yari, and pretty much like it's royal family business. If you break the law, you are executed, blah, 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 blah. The other 12 split up the land amongst themselves and do the best they can to keep everyone safe. And everything else. You bumped into them in the last campaign.
Yes.
The 11th company.
Yes. Bastards.
Yes.
Those bastards. And also, if I remember correctly, Betois actually decapitated the captain of that company.
Yes, he did.
Yep. So, in a way, you guys are probably going to might end up setting up the 11th captain to die.
Well.
Yeah, probably.
Possibly.
Yeah. But each captain of these squads are meant to be the best of the best. They are like the top level paladin, cleric, fighter, ranger, whatever class you can think of, they are the top.
Yeah.
So they have all that divided amongst them. People do apply to that level of bureaucracy and government, but they go through like a whole academy thing, and people that don't quite make the cut still fall down to like the regular city guard and everything else. So, Foxy, that might be a backstory for you of, you tried the entrance exam, you didn't quite make the cut, but you were good enough to be where you were for a while.
Yeah. That could actually work. So basically have like a little resentment towards the selective party.
Yeah. And some of the royal guards themselves specialise in various fields. So the 11th are straight up swordsmen and hand-to-hand fighters. They do not like this whole idea of range or magic, or even tactics. They believe if you hit first and hardest, you win.
Yeah,
that's
sounds
their
about
deal.
right.
Yeah. Whereas the second squad are much more secretive and sneaky.
Yeah,
They are the masters of espionage, but they're also the ones that counter espionage.
yes.
It's a well-known fact as well that the 10th squad are detectives.
Yes.
So normally if there's been like go on.
You know, basically my playstyle that I'm kind of counter-espionage
Yes.
person, usually.
Yeah. So squad 2 would be a good fit for you. But squad 10 also tend to be a good legal thing.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that go around investigating things and really pulling up the shady details.
Yes.
So if noble families start bickering about who owns what land, they're the ones that actually pull up, none of you actually owns this land, it's this peasant here. So
They have the files.
Yeah.
So,
But they're also the very perceptive ones as well. Nothing very rarely escapes their territorial control.
They have eyes everywhere.
And not so much they have eyes everywhere. It's more like Sherlock Holmes. You walk into the room in front of their captain. The captain's already taken measure of you and everything else, just from like the way you walk into a room.
Like he's got that eye that's like an instant scan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes, like dot, and it's just all the little details coming off.
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
like, I noticed you cut your hand. What? This was like a month ago. How the hell did you know that?
There's a little, like a little sharp cut mark on your arm.
Yes, I can tell you've recently been in the scuffle. How did you know? Because I heard you outside. You weren't exactly being quiet about it.
Yeah,
Because you kept me up.
because you woke me up during my lovely snooze, and I couldn't sleep after that.
And
It's
you
like,
know
have
that
you watched the movie Christmas with the Cranks?
and you know, waking a official up carries a death sentence. So
Carries a couple of weeks in the hole.
Yes.
We're going to
So,
put
yeah.
you on the pillories.
Yeah, so it's that kind of world and political structure.
Nice.
Yes.
So at the top of the royal family, then it kind of breaks down into two branches. You have the shogun and then his people, which actually do the day-to-day bureaucracy and running and everything else. So if you guys piss anyone off, that's the side of the tree you really piss off. But the royal
Yeah.
guard deal with the more military direct thing.
Yeah, basically, like I could see my character trying to be like the person who did fail the exam, but tries to reach the rank of shogun. Although, due to his military background, it's a little bit questionable how he would ever achieve that.
Yeah. But so, okay then. So if there's any more questions you guys want to ask me now before we start the campaign proper next week? I think next week we can start the campaign proper.
Yeah.
And obviously, Foxy and Dom, I will do overlays and send those to you guys because I know you stream this as well.
Yes.
And I'll let you know what I've got where and everything else. In fact, I might even just send over the OBS files.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
And everything else, and upload it to a Google Drive.
Yeah.
I'll send you the links to that drive then, because then that way all the overlay pockets are there.
Yeah.
Awesome. And with that, guys, I think we're done with tonight's stream.
Yeah.
Session 0 is done. That's how painless a Session
Yes.
0 can be.
That's sweet.
Which is funny, because I've seen some DMs lately on Facebook being like, Session 0 I've always found really painful. And it's like, it's not really that painful.
Yeah.
If you sit down with the people and talk about it, you can do a Session 0 in a single night.
Yes.
Alright then. And with that, everybody, we shall see you all next week for some more D&D. In terms of this channel,
Yes.
coming up on Wednesday, will be the combined stream of the Bahrain Grand Prix. So the practice qualifying, then the race. And we'll see how this new streaming system works out. While I do
Yes.
stuff short on the weekend and restream it on Wednesday.
Whoop, whoop.
Short for time. We'll see. Anyways, until then, everybody, bye-bye.
Good night.